Shalom Yashala. Doing a quick video, giving all praises to Yahweh by Shemel Shai by Shemakakadash, Rakatah, Rakatham, and double honors to Apostle Elders, Bishop, Great Millstone, one salutation to the brothers teaching the word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will. Setting short in the time for the elect's sake. We're in the time of the elect and the end, of the wicked kingdom, the wicked ruling. And, just want to land back off this video about the lead singer of Soul to Soul. Her name is Carrie, what's her name? Caron Willer, and she was, man, when I first heard Soul to Soul, it was like two of the biggest hits, Back to Life, and what was that other one? Keep on Moving, which is very soothing sounds. It's like it reminds you of, I think they would consider it neo soul. But very soothing. Her voice is soothing too, and she was pretty. To me, she was very pretty. She had a little weight on her, but she was very pretty. Even when she died, But that song that she was talking about, I think Pastor Hart made a video about this. I think Gabar did too, as well as GMS Watchman. This is his channel right here. A lot of us into music, and all Israel like music. I mean, that's a very part of our fabric and our culture and our being. Starting with the Most High, Yahweh Yahushai, this truth. It says it was released 35 years ago, and it was based on the singer Karen's near-death experience. So she had kind of like similar to out-of-body experience. She went into the spirit world. She said she nearly died, and she said it was beautiful. It was pretty much lovely what she saw. And when she came back to life, it kind of like pained her to make the song Back to Life, Back to Reality. Why am I here? Like, what do you want from me? That's why the song says that. She said it sounded like a party. It sounds like a party song when you, a feel good song when you hear it on the radio. But she was basically like back to life. Here and now. What do you want from me? She was basically saying, why did I have to come back? I'd rather be in the spirit world. And it's a scripture. A couple of scriptures I want to get. Let me see. Now, you know how Paul was stoned. He went to the spirit world. And when he came back, he said he couldn't explain it. And Apostle Hart explains that in his video, 2 Corinthians 12:4, how that he was called up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter. He was overwhelmed by the spirit of things that he saw. It's almost like a heavy dream of a heavy, what do you call it, a heavy testimonial dream that you have. Like it was just, whether it be chariots, us being delivered, us getting a crown, Most High will, even through some of the, maybe some of the more dark things like martyrism and all that. But it's unreal. But the beauty of the spirit world is incomprehensible. You can't explain it, and that's what she expressed. She expressed it through a song of being caught in between the two, the spirit world and the world here on earth. And we've told you many videos what men on earth is born. They're born for missions, prophecy, and they're born for judgment here on earth. This is where judgment takes place. There's no eternal hell that you burn forever. This is a form and condition of hell right here on earth. You serve your sentence right here on earth when you're judged, of your spirit, of what you do in your body. And you might sleep. Death is equivalent to sleep. You might sleep good and die peacefully in this, in those times that men have passed away, but you came and served your judgment for things that you did in your past life, so to speak. So let me see. It was another scripture. So it says Philippians 1:23, for I am in a strait between the two. And that's what it said in her article, one of the articles that was read of her, that she was, right like this, similar, caught in between the two of wanting to depart. And basically her pain was crying out like she wanted to depart. Like, why is she coming back to earth? Why did she wake back up? So, it's basically death is not all bad. It's sleep, but it's the way people die. That's judgment. That's why people Most High got death as a judgment. Like even back then, in the days of Moses, by two or three witnesses, you could be put to death. So how were they getting put to death? Stoned. All kind of ways, But that's, the fear of death comes from how you're going to die, not actual death itself. So much, you know what I'm saying? If somebody lived to a great age and they're 100 years old and they die natural causes, whatever, and some of them old people say, you know what, I lived a great life. I'm ready to depart, But it's, when you're young and you want to live and you feel like you have so much more to do on earth, you might be shaken by that, shaken up by that meaning, or that what you might face, how you might face it. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, for I am in a strait between the two, having a desire to depart and to be with Yahushua, which is far better, man. It's far better. And even in the expression of dreams, like when you have a good dream, you might have a dream of a paradise. You walking through a field, and you talking to brothers and sisters, and everybody's happy, and everybody having white robes, and there was no war, there was no evilness. Those are the glimpses and testimonies that we share with each other, and those things are real. Like, sometimes it can feel more real in your dream than it is right here in the flesh, So going back, let me see. And yeah, the brother pulled the same scriptures. So I know people like mourn her death, especially her family or people in the music industry. But the music industry people are in hell. And that's why they're taking that pills, and they're doing all on these drugs to handle the hell that they're in. And a lot of them want to depart. Some of them have committed suicide, or they do live a reckless life, causing death to come upon them. And I think that's a thing. I wish I could find it to where you don't commit suicide. You don't you don't, kill yourself as far as suicide, but you do things carelessly to have death come upon you as a way of a so to speak similar to suicide, but it's you causing it to come upon you. So I think that's an actual meaning, a word for that, a term for that. But yeah, Karen Willen and those are good songs, man. I mean, she I think those they had another one. Those are most memorable songs. Those two, "Back to Life" and "Keep on Moving," which are positive songs. But nobody really knew the backstory of this song. I mean, if you didn't read the story or she didn't share it with you, they didn't know "Back to Life," meant this to her on a personal level, and she probably didn't even really express it to anybody, maybe close friends or family. To the world, it was a feel good song. So you never know what things mean. You gotta dig deep into things, and sometimes you don't find out until later. But now a lot of Most High said in the end times things are going to be revealed. You know, so a lot of these songs are getting revealed by these artists of what they really mean. Like it's dark meaning behind the song, suffering and pain behind a lot of these, what seem to be feel good songs. So, you know, hey, people push on, but even Yahweh Shai said, hey, the maid is sleep, and death is like unto sleep. When you read in other instances, it says he slept with his fathers, meaning he rested in his father, and it says rest in peace. That's why people had that term, rest in peace. But you're in the spirit world, and the wicked don't even suffer in the spirit world. Is when they come back. So Esau is not in slavery, and when he going into the spirit world is when he come back through his fathers. The ones the ones that the nobles and the kings are remain for us to be that for us to put in slavery. They come back through their father's line. So they're going to be back on earth in slavery. And we're going to come back on earth, our people, in the kingdom, you know. So she's in a good place, She's in a good place. With Yahweh is a good place. When Yahweh say he kills and makes alive wounds and he heals you wounded here on earth, you're killed here on earth. Your judgment is here on earth, So that's why it's such thing as a spiritual death. It said those who went away out of understanding remain in the congregation of dead. Their spiritual bodies laid in the street. It's such thing as when you're dead spiritually. So, that's a two-sided coin with everything, So anyway, just wanted to, do a little video on it. And till the next video, hope it was edifying. Shalom.